It's Costa Blanca, Spain. It doesn't matter where you are in Spain. If you're thinking of buying a car, you need to watch this video. I'm going to talk about everything you need to know. Tax, changing a car over with transfers, and your driving licence, whether you're a resident in Spain or a non-resident in Spain. We're going to talk about everything you need to carry with you if you do get stopped by the police. But before we crack on, if you've not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe to Paradise World videos, because we'll update you on everything, the latest news, places to visit in Spain. And of course, I'd like to say a big thank you to all my channel members and all the people that are giving me super thanks, and of course buying me a coffee. If anyone wants to support the channel, there's links below, and of course it helps me do more videos. And of course, being a member, you get exclusive rights for the videos go public. And of course, we're going to be talking about buying second-hand cars in Spain, because they ain't cheap at all. This is why people are importing them. Oh, if you've moved to Spain after the 16th of March 2023, you can use your current valid UK driving licence, Gibraltar licence, only for 6 months from that date. And then, of course, you'll have to acquire residency. Best to start it straight away, because it can take a bit of time, because you have to do all the special tests. You have to go into a Spanish medical place, and you'll have to do an eye test and do a little test on your eyesight and make sure that you're able to keep up with the little gadgets they get you to test on. So yeah, once you've done your driving licence and waiting for the process, you can't drive until your licence comes through in Spain, because the UK one will not be valid. Sometimes you can get it back in 3 or 4 weeks. You get your Spanish licence. Important thing is, if you are buying a second-hand car in Spain, the person that's buying the car would have to pay the transfer tax, and this is something that has to be done normally by a jester, and you can do it online. A jester will charge you the €55 for doing the tax, 55.70, and then of course they're going to charge their office prices, or it could be another 100 to do all the paperwork. But you can do it online if you want to. You can do the transfer yourself, but the person must have a valid address here. Of course, in the UK, you get your logbook, your paperwork, and you just sign the new owner's details and address and you send it off. Well, it don't work like that in Spain. You buy the car here. What you have to do then, you have to get it transferred, like I say, by a jester. And if you don't, you do it online, not a problem. But you're going to have to pay between 4 and 8% tax on the value of the car, and it all depends where you live as well, because different regions pay different amount of taxes. €60 if you do decide to do it online yourself, all the paperwork and all the tax. But it's just as easy to go into one of these jester offices or a solicitor. They can sort all that out for you. But yeah, it must be done, because if you don't transfer the details over correctly and any fines outstanding on the car, you'll be liable to pay it. So some of these cars will have untold fines, traffic offences, and because they ain't changed it over, it'll all become your debt. Buying your second-hand car from a dealer, one of these dealers, they will sort all that out for you, so you won't have to worry about doing all the transfer, the paperwork. It'll all come in the cost of the price. If you're thinking about importing a car over after Brexit from the UK, it's a lot more expensive than it was before. Of course, road tax in Spain is a lot different to other countries, because here you pay different road tax depending on where parts in Spain you live. Barcelona will be paying different road tax to what it costs down on the Costa Blanca. So yeah, it goes by the engine size, the area, and how old and the car is, and they work out what the tax is. So here in Alicante, generally the tax is around €50 if you've got like a small Fiesta. Yeah, strange, different prices, different regions, but many parts of Spain do offer big discounts on depending what type of car you have, whether it's an hybrid, electric, gas, diesel. So yeah, there's all different rates for the car tax. The car tax in Spain is 1st of January, but the voluntary payments are normally taken out between April and June. You can do the payment through a Suma office, which is a tax office in Spain, or you can do a direct debit with your bank. And if you don't want to do either that, you can always just pay online, just ring them up. If you're lucky enough to own a car that's 25 years old, well, it's actually 100% free, so yeah, you don't have to pay a penny. Car MOT in Spain is called ITV. So when you come to get that tested, it all depends on how old the car and when the ITV is due. The cost of the vehicle for this kind of road tax catalysed is 48.45, but for a non-catalysed vehicle, you're looking at €44.17. And then, then you've got your 21% VAT on it. If you fail one of these ITV tests, and it's got a lot of serious faults, you can't drive it away, because if you do, you'll be fined seriously amount of money, up to €200. So yeah, you'll have to be taken to a garage and get it repaired. Also, if you're caught driving your car to a garage and the ITV is already expired, and you're a homeowner and you live here, you're a resident, as long as you've got an appointment, pre-booked appointment, and you've got proof, you won't have to pay it. Of course, if you're lucky enough to win the appeal, but yeah, common sense prevails. You've got your appointment, you're on the way. So yeah, in general, it's always good to get the ITV test, a couple of weeks beforehand, so if you've got any problems, you can sort it out. Now, if you want to get your ITV tested, this is when you get it tested. I mean, generally, it's every year, unless you've got a brand new car. If you've just got a brand new car, you ain't got to worry about an ITV for about 4 years. But if you've got a car that's more than 4 years old, between 4 and 10 years old, the test must be done every 2 years. And of course, if it's older than 10 years, it's got to be done every year. Right, so yeah, if you don't want to pay for a car in Spain, because you have a look at these prices, this is big prices you pay for second-hand cars, high mileage, and for some reason cost a fortune in Spain. So yeah, take a look at these prices. Poke my head through this little showroom here and give you an idea what you're going to be paying for second-hand cars. There we go, we've got an Audi there. And look, that's got 210 on the clock and all 5,500. There we go, a G, just under 6,000. 165,000 on the clock. There you go, you got an old Mini there on a D-Reg. That's just under 6 grand. That looks like that's got 200,000 on the clock as well. Look at that, 3.5 grand for a beaten up Chevrolet there. Look at that. I know it's Gasolina 2006, 115,000 on the clock. Got a Kia there, 2013. Yeah, just shy of 11,000 euros, 196,000 on the clock. And that's an M. So yeah, the year out here is not the same as back home. See why people do import cars, don't you? Mercedes here, they're asking for 2,950. Well, 6,650 euros, and that's got over 209 kilometres on the clock. But this one here is on a J-Reg, and it's 10,850 euros. And you think that may be cheap, but you'll probably find it's got about 200,000 kilometres on the clock. For some reason in Spain, most of their cars are really clocked up with high mileage, and they're still asking for top dollar. So as you see, the cars weren't cheap in Spain, were they? So yeah, this is why most people are actually importing cars, even after Brexit. It was a little bit cheap before Brexit, but after Brexit, it's a little bit more expensive. And it's a little bit more tricky as well, importing cars. That still ain't cheap. You can save a few thousand euros if you do import your car. Of course, you've got to be paying for the import VAT, which is 20%. And then once you paid that, you've got to pay 10% on your import duty. And that's before you pay for someone to bring the car over, unless you drive it over on a ferry yourself and bring it over here. But that ain't just that, because when we brought our car over, it cost us 700 euros. Of course, it had the special lights, so yeah, had to all be changed over with a garage. And then, of course, you need to go to the MOT centre, the ITV, and get it retested so that it's all legal. So you've got to have all your paperwork. Of course, the 10% import duty depends on the cost of the car as well. So the newer the car, you're going to be paying more tax. So yeah, tax. And if you do bring the car over, you've got to have a receipt of the car, the purchase price and all the documentation, just so when you do change it, they've got all the information that is definitely your car. And there you go, there's one of my old car there, so that's what I brought over, one of them Fiestas. It worked out €1,600 just before Brexit, and we paid €9,000 for it. Oh, shall I say, 9,000 UK pounds for it. And on top, getting it all legal, that was just before Brexit actually went through. So yeah, the VAT and everything and the import tax were about €1,500. That was with everything, the tax, the paperwork, the lights changed over. At the time, them cars were knocking around €14,000 in the showroom. So yeah, we saved a few quid. Incidentally, if you're driving your car in Spain, whether you're a resident or non-resident, you always have to carry your driving licence with you, and because you all get stopped, and if you haven't got it, they will fine you. So yeah, another fine, isn't it? And that is mandatory. So yeah, this is official driving licence, and also got to keep your logbook in the car as well, because they will ask you for your licence and your logbook if they stop you. They don't tend to ask for your insurance because that's normally all done online anyway. It's good to have a copy, but they will know that as soon as they've stopped you, they will check that out. And also the insurance in Spain is very same sort of price as the UK. If nothing more, it's actually a lot cheaper. So if you're a Spanish resident and you've bought this car and it's been imported, it's got a 30 days before you actually got to get it registered in the country in Spain. So you need to get on it straight away and get it all sorted out, get it registered and get all the paperwork done and get the ITV done ASAP. And if you're just there on holiday and you've got a car in Spain, you bring it over from the UK and it's on a UK plate, remember you've got 6 months only you can drive that on a UK plate. And that 6 months is in a calendar year. So you must get it sorted. If you're thinking of keeping UK car here for good, no, it doesn't work like that. They know your car, they do stop them. Hi, I just met some subscribers and they've been following me for a year. So yeah, they've got a key ring and yeah, they love the videos. So yeah, they're going to check out this one today, all about driving. A couple of nice subscribers there that have been following me for the last year and from Wales. So yeah, they said as soon as they get home, they're going to catch up with it all. So yeah, let's crack on. Oh, these church bells are ringing here. 11 o'clock in Torrevieja in Spain. All queuing up, isn't they, for church? So yeah, let's crack on back on with this driving licences and everything. And of course, when you park in Torrevieja, you've got lots of car parks that are very cheap to park. Some of them are €1, some of them are €3 or €4 a day. But you've got lots of spaces around the streets. Anywhere where you see a white line box, it's free to park. You can park there, don't cost you a penny. And then of course you've got the blue lines. If you see a blue line, they're normally for permits, so make sure you don't park where you see blue lines, permit only. And red lines, stay well clear of red lines as well, because you get your car removed. And there's plenty of tow trucks moving about in Spain and they do tow them away and they'll be compounded and it'll cost you €200 before you start to get your car back. And it's the same with the yellow lines, no different from anywhere else. If you park on a yellow line, you're going to be towed away. So yeah, white lines boxes, plenty of them about, free. That video today helped you and lets you know all about what you need to know about Spain, driving licence, importing, and of course the cost of cars. Now you know why people bring their own car over. You get to check the videos up there, more about things to do in Spain.